What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for watching Moreno TV. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos. Alright y'all, so as you guys know, I'll be going to different locations, doing some ghost hunting and exploring. My last place that I went to was called Malvern Manor. That place was actually pretty cool. Go check it out. You'll see that I've gotten a lot of stuff on my part 2 video when I did the spirit box and some stuff with like the group. This time I'm going to another location. This place is called Glore Psychiatric Museum. This is an old hospital. It's an old psychiatric hospital. I don't remember what year they turned it into a museum, but this place is pretty old. You'll guys see it in the intro whenever they do a little bit of briefing. So tonight, as usual, you see me do 2 videos. So the first video will be with me going with this big group, and then part 2 will be me doing the solo thing. But this time I'm not alone. This time I'm actually going to be bringing somebody along with me. A lot of you probably know who he is, and that's my little brother. This is my little brother. His name is Adam. You'll be seeing this guy in a lot of my videos here in the future coming up. We got another place also booked in Texas, so stay tuned for that because we're going in June for vacation. Well, yeah, vacations. We're all going on vacation. All right, so we're just going to probably jump right into the video, so hope you guys are ready. So let's do this.
So a little bit of history background, just so you guys have a super brief stuff. It's like 100-something years of history, so I'm going to try to squeeze it into 5 minutes here. The State Lunatic Asylum number 2 was founded about 1874, and yes, under that name. A lunatic asylum was the legal term for a hospital like this. It wasn't until later when Hollywood took over that those started to be negative terms. So with that, they also changed names over 10 times over the 100-year history, trying to keep up with that. Funny enough, insane is still the legal term that you use in diagnoses. So when the hospital was built, it was one building built for about 250 patients. The first day they had 275 people show up and want to be housed here. Okay. Yep. Radio. So super overcrowded. There was 5 state institutions like that in Missouri. Sometimes there were private ones as well, but 5 for the state, or that were state funded. About peak population was about 3,000 people. So they were used quite often. And sometimes for things like these early on were like retirement homes. So if you didn't have anybody to take care of you in older age, this was one of the only long-term care facilities that they had. So you didn't have to be mentally ill to stay here. They had anybody from addicts. We had an alcohol ward at one point. So vast number of treatments that were offered here. Unfortunately, a lot of the time you did spend decades out here. So we have records of patients spending 60 years, depending on when they initially received help. But about 1950s and 60s, really in the Reagan era, state institutions like this lost a lot of federal and state funding, so they closed down. Or reduced numbers greatly. So the psychiatric hospital now is across the street. They got a new facility about 1990s. It only houses about 100 beds, and you have to be court ordered to even be on the list to have a bed there. They have a waiting list like a mile long. But so it transitioned. Really started out, they started making these facilities because there wasn't any place for that. They ended up in prisons and hospitals, and just really people didn't know where to house people. So it's had a really rough history, and it's kind of went cyclical. There were these buildings, basically every building on this block, if you go outside, you probably noticed the fence. That was not built until about 1990s also, because it's a correction facility now. With moving across the street, the state just transitioned the buildings that they owned into a different purpose. So lots of different buildings for different purposes. It was pretty self-sufficient for a while, because this site, if you can believe it, was about 3 miles outside St. Joe when it was built. So they had to be pretty self-sufficient to feed 3,000 people. They also had a 5,000-acre farm and a dairy herd, and usually if you lived here, you worked here. So patients and staff. There was staff housing on site as well. This building in particular, and the one we're attached to, under that breezeway, they served more like a hospital we think of now. It's a medical surgical ward. So no patients stayed in these buildings, but usually on admittance were sent here to have like a physical and an evaluation with a doctor, and then sent on to your actual room and ward. Or if you needed any surgery or anything post that. So that's what these buildings were. We're actually sitting in the pharmacy. So the Glore Psychiatric Museum started about 1960 as an open house to try to get people to understand how far we've come in the terms of like mental health and treatment. So upstairs you'll see that they look super torture device right now, because they were meant to depict those things in like 17th, 18th century that we technically consider now definitely torturous devices. They were treatments then. So that is kind of the history in a nutshell. If you guys have questions for me outside that, definitely just come. I'll talk to you about it all day. As far as like paranormal activity, we have a lot. As testament to last night. So hopefully you guys have a lot tonight as well. Usually third floor is very active. It was one of the surgery wards. So one of the rooms that you have access to has a lot of nursing equipment in it. That was the actual surgery. The basement does have one of the original Morgan autopsies downstairs. So those were functional up until about 1990. They were used for that purpose. And then second floor, you'll be able to go into, that's where our tunnel section is, and then second floor, you'll be able to be in that side of the building as well. That was built about 1930, and would have had the older treatments done there, especially like up until the 1960s. So the real experimental ones like ECT and lobotomies and stuff would have happened over on that side. So that's usually a floor that we have a lot of activity too. One of the tunnels you'll be able to go to connects to the children's ward. So sometimes children tend to manifest down there because it's attached to the school. I think that's a pretty good overall view.
That means I'm recording. And I'm going to ask a couple questions, and then I'm going to invite you guys to ask some questions too. What we need to do is be quiet, get all your wiggles and giggles out. And if you make a noise, call it out so I don't think it's something. We leave 10 to 15 seconds in between questions, okay? So I'm going to do a rapid fire. We're going to do several questions, see if we're getting anything, all right? And 3, 2, 1. Spirits, we came back to visit you tonight, and I have a whole new group of friends. Are you here with us? I have somebody in the drawer. Does that make you angry?
My arms are really heavy and moving forward.
Are you touching my friend? Are you angry that we're in your space?
Were you part of the staff,
Oh,
or were
sorry.
you a patient?
Hang on, we'll get you on the next one. I just stopped.
I came back to visit you tonight, and I have a whole new group of friends. Are you here with us? There's somebody in the drawer. Does that make you angry? Are you touching my friend? Are you angry that we're in your space?
No, nothing that time. Okay, wake up. We're gonna go one more. And who was asking last time can go ahead and ask first. Recording.
Were you part of the staff, or were you a patient here?
What's your name?
Were you here last night?
Did you scream at me last night?
Are you evil?
Okay, stopping recording.
I feel like it's going fast.
I can slow it down.
Did you scream at me last night? Are you?
That was me. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do now. Bailey, how you doing?
We're just chilling.
Okay.
Why is it we though? Why
Well,
we?
I figured there was somebody in here. I didn't want to like just assume.
It's very kind of you.
Okay. I'm gonna get the FASMA box hooked up. There's somebody in the drawer. Do you know their name? Not really. So when you hear something, when you decipher it, go ahead and call it out, okay?
Kind of sounded like me.
A little bit, yeah.
Was it?
I thought
I heard
it
not
almost,
really,
it
but
almost
Bailey.
sounded like it said her name.
I thought I heard Bailey.
Can you repeat? Do you know her name? Yes. Can you tell us?
Agreed with it. You know, we were.
Are you okay that we're in your space?
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just like me.
Can you go in and touch her? Let her know that you're here?
See? Yes.
Can you make a noise to let us know where you are?
We just heard you.
I'm gonna tap. See if you can finish this.
Please help. No, go ahead and tap. I heard that would help.
What's your name? And this is my friend
Don?
and my friend
Joe?
Cicely.
Tammy. Hi, I'm Courtney. Bridget.
Jordan?
Carly.
Bailey.
Faith. Nancy. I'm Cindy.
So they've introduced themselves to you.
What? Nice to meet you too.
Can you tell us your name?
What? Lay down.
They say, are you serious right now?
That's kind of what it sounded like. It's definitely. Are you irritated that we're in here? Where do you like to hang out on this floor?
Fields of light.
Somewhat light.
Is there two spirits down here?
How many of you are there?
Seven.
Do you? Go ahead.
Are you patients?
Sure.
Do you know who's in the drawer?
Somebody.
His name is Adam.
Can you say Adam?
Holy shit.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That was good.
Were you in the drawer before?
Did you die here? Okay,
We did.
we did. Keep asking questions. I'm
You're
gonna
a
get him
patient?
hooked up. Were you a patient here?
How did you die?
How old are you?
Where are you at right now in the room? In front of us? Behind us?
You out. Did that scare you? Sorry.
So, you guys, behind you in that exceedingly dark room, I'm going to have us go in there.
So whenever you hear something, make sure you say it out, okay?
Okay. Let me listen. Yep, he's ready.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. He has them? Okay. Can you talk to Adam? Can you talk to Adam? You like him? If you're not doing anything like him, it's not very well.
Run.
Does
Run.
that mean you're coming? Do you want me to be afraid?
Somebody.
Somebody.
Are we running from you or from somebody else?
Why should we run? Can you let us know that you're with him?
Cuz.
Because why?
Scott.
Scott. Is that your name, Scott?
Yes.
Your name's Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Did you like to run, Scott?
Who are you?
Who are you?
How old are you, Scott?
Do you want us to leave?
Is there anybody else with you who wants to talk?
Don.
Said my name. Well, I'm here if you want to talk to me.
What is on your Adam?
Down the hall.
Can you make a noise from where you are down the hall?
That's where he tries to hide.
That's where he tries to hide.
Who tries to hide?
Well, look down the hall.
Making vacations here? Good.
I'll catch him.
I'll catch him, it said. I'll catch him.
Can you make
Yeah.
a noise from where you are? Just let me know. I'm in the hallway. I really just want to get to know your story. Did you have family here, Scott, with you? Yeah.
Scott, is that you making that noise?
Can you make it again?
No.
Did you play here? Have fun?
Run.
Who was yelling at me last night?
Nigel.
Nigel was yelling at you.
Who is Nigel? Is he a patient or a doctor?
He's right here.
Right where?
Can you reach out and touch one of us?
Can you come make this meter light up?
Does Nigel stay here in the basement?
What'd you tell them?
What did you tell him?
I didn't tell Nigel anything. I just asked him if
Okay. He's got a gun.
What's he gonna do with the gun?
Is Nigel dangerous?
You wanna run this?
It's not even gonna hurt you. Is Nigel human?
Throw it.
Throw what? Can you throw something? Somebody throw something so we can hear it?
Gun.
Yeah. Be careful, dude. Oh, it's musty in here.
Yeah, it's real musty.
Dude, these tunnels are crazy.
So you guys can see, when you're in here, you can't go any further than that chair, because then the building is not owned by Glore, okay? Just to let you know what that housekeeping. I'm gonna get a couple things out, of course. And I'm gonna try to find another picture myself.
Is that mud?
I don't know, so I just noticed it.
It's wet down here.
So of course it smells.
Where did she say we can't go far to?
Past that chair.
Oh.
There's a chair on there. All these pipes. Got moisture on it.
Did you hear us?
No.
Well, that's why I had to sit next to him so I can hear what he says, you know.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
And also just take one right down here. And then one more thing from my bag of tricks. I have a whole new group of friends here tonight who would like nothing more than to make your acquaintance. And we had so much fun with the flashlight last night, and you were so good at answering questions. Let's see if we can't do that again. Okay, so I've got this really easy. All you have to do is come up and touch it. And it'll go on or off. And we'll know you're here. Oh, I heard something back there.
I do too.
Okay, that was a growl.
A growl?
It sure was. Are you here with us tonight? You guys can be a little bit closer now if you want to keep it at the same time. Everybody's here. You get the part? You do it every time. It's very popular.
You can go ahead and go if you want.
Sorry.
You gonna stay here? No.
If you're here, can you let us know? You can walk up and touch that flashlight, make it go on or off. You can use some of my energy to do it if you want to. If you want to come out of that room, I'll know you come because I'll see a cat ball light up. Can you make your presence known? If that's your tapping, can you do it some more? Me too. Can you make that noise a little louder?
I think I heard that. That sounded weird. It sounded like a growl.
So I don't feel like there's any children in here tonight, but if there are, a lot of movement in there.
Yeah.
If there are, could you come out? Would you like to hear a song? If you'd like to hear a song, can you make that flashlight light up? You can play with the lights on the laser grid. Okay, who wants to sit in the chair? Come on up.
Somebody?
Okay, come on. All right, I've got the flashlight reset, and I brought a friend down to visit you. If you're here, you can come closer to her. Let her know you're there. Maybe touch her on the back. Whisper to her.
Is there a street or whatever down there at the end?
No,
Like where cars could like drive by and see like the headlight?
I don't think so, but let me double check.
Cause I literally just saw something. It was, that's the best way I could describe it. Like,
We're underground.
So she wouldn't see it.
Yeah, you're not going to see a headlight. We're underground.
Yeah, there's a window. Yeah, so that's probably going to be a car light.
Oh, window.
Oh.
Must be like an egress. Egress.
Okay.
Can you go visit my friend? Are there any children here? Sorry for this. I'm getting out asthma. I know you can't. I just saw you do it. It's really dark in here. Could you help us? Could you help us see? Use all your energy and turn it on for us.
That's reflection, I think.
Would you like someone to come down there and sit with you? Yes? Okay. I'm going to send my friend Adam down there. His name is Adam Allen.
Right.
Can you turn the light off when he gets close enough to you? Thank you. Good job, Adam.
Maybe you sat on it. Should have put together Robert.
Do you like us being up here with you? Turn the light on for yes, or leave it off for no.
Did somebody hit something over there? That was me. Okay.
Are you sitting close to my friend? Can you turn the light on if you're sitting close to him?
Maybe you really did sit on it.
I'm taking a picture. Flash.
Thank you. Thank you for saying flash. That was awesome. Spirit, can you turn the light on if you like my friend being down there with you?
Should I sit on you?
He's sorry. He's sorry. Thank you. Can you make the flashlight go all the way as bright as it can go? Can you turn the brightness up for us? No? Do you want us to sing you a song? Can you turn the light on if you want a song?
What is that like clinging noise?
Is the chair so proper?
I think it's like the heating.
The chair was rocking for a minute.
No, there's something rattling back there.
Yeah, I hear the rattling.
Flash.
No, I hear it now.
Do you want us to tell you a joke? You okay down there?
Yeah.
Still cold?
Yeah.
All right.
Joke. We need a joke.
I have a good joke, but who else has a joke? Because they might be tired of my joke because I only know one. Anybody have a good joke?
I could ask Siri.
Oh my God, seriously, you guys don't have
Alright.
jokes?
What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. Did you like that joke?
Did it come on just a little bit, or is that my...
I think it's good now.
Okay, I have another joke for you. What's brown and sticky? A brown stick. Is that one funny? You thought I was going to say poop, didn't you?
I did.
I didn't. Okay, mine wasn't funny either.
I got a long one.
We got time?
Y'all did.
Well, we didn't sit on it.
Anyway, so this guy, after a long day, goes to the bar, and he sits down. Bartender looks over and is like, okay, I'll be with you in a few minutes, you know. He's sitting there, and he hears, I like your tie. Kind of looks around, doesn't see anyone around, just chalks it up, and, you know, the bar's full. He's just making out voices in the crowd. He's sitting there, he's still waiting on the bartender, and eventually he hears, I like your shirt. And he looks around again, and maybe now he's starting to think that he's just kind of going crazy. It's been a long day, you know. Eventually the bartender comes over and he's like, I'm sorry that, you know, we're just busy tonight. What can I get you? And he's like, you know, man, it's just been a really long day, and, you know, I've had all this stuff happen to me at work, and now I come here and I think I'm starting to hear voices. The bartender looks at him and goes, well, are they compliments? And the guy goes, yeah. And then he goes, well, are they whispers? And the guy goes, yeah. The bartender laughs and goes, oh, those are the complimentary peanuts.
That was a good one. Spirit, do you want us to send somebody else to sit down there with you? Can you turn the light off if you do?
You did.
Yeah.
You would.
Oh.
They're not as much. Too soon.
Were you a patient here? Did you work here? Do you think Adam's cute? Adam, I think you're adorable.
Are you a male?
Are you a female?
Oh my god. I swear to you say that.
She said it's a demon.
Yeah. I heard you say that.
What?
She said it's a demon. And it turned on.
Turn it back on again. Off and on.
Do you like when we ask you questions? Yes? We just want to hear your story. Can you turn the light off for me? You seem to be getting the hang of it really well. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Can you turn the light off? Please, please, please. Thank you.
I hope this isn't a medicine.